Hi, so I decided to do a little collection of videos from the first day of the 2020 NFL season. So here we have Miami Dolphins and New England Patriots. Now these two are in the version I've built, absolute defensive powerhouses. So first of all, I'll start by introducing the team. So on Miami Dolphins, we have Lawson, we have this guy, Ogba. We have Huck, who is a kicker. He's kind of been squeezed in at F4 just to make the other guys make sense. We've got Van Noy, who has got blitz and tackler. We have got Gesicki, who has got block +1. Fitzpatrick, who's screen passer. Jones, man defender. And Breeder, who has got movement +1 and dodge. Now, in terms of game balance, I know when Spivey created his version, he was saying that he wanted all the teams to be balanced, certainly within the divisions. I've tried to be a little bit more broad than that. I've tried to make the skills as balanced as possible. And I've tried to make as interesting as possible matchups within the divisions. However, that's not to say that all the teams are 100% balanced. What I've tried to do is make some of the teams maybe a little bit less synergized. So if we look at the Kansas City Chiefs, for example, they very much have one of the best quarterbacks in the game and one of the best wide receivers in the game, and they are very much of the ilk that will just score more points than you. And yeah, that's cool. These guys are maybe a little bit harder to play with. Anyway, I'll go over the New England Patriots. Again, a very heavily defensive team. We've got Andrews, Thuney, Mason, and then we've got Dante Hightower, who's got zone defender and interceptor. We've got Simon. We've got Cam Newton, who's got pocket passer and Duke. We've got Gilmore, who's got man defender and lockdown. And then we've got this guy, McCourty, who's got defensive adjustment and interceptor. So they've got two guys, both with interceptor. One of whom has zone defender, and the other one has got defensive adjustment. So I'm kind of expecting passing against this team. Oh, and they've also got this guy with man defender and lockdown. So passing against this team is going to be an absolute nightmare. And of course, defensive adjustments here and lockdown and man defender all also do quite well against the running game. So this team very strong on defense. Okay, so need to first of all roll to see who's going to be starting, who's going to take the kickoff. I should also just import the kickoff cards. And let's roll. Okay, so New England are going to be kicking off and kicking the ball to Sushi. So New England are going to surprise nobody and go for a deep kickoff. And Sushi are going to be expecting the deep kickoff. So, first of all, roll to see where the ball lands. 6. That's not good for New England. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sushi then return it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is a first down, almost at halfway. Okay, so let's set up for a first play then. Okay, haven't really thought through what sort of formations I'm going to go with these guys. It might be interesting to use the screen passer ability with this guy because of the movement +1 and dodge means hopefully I'll be able to get a bit more yardage out of him. The other option is to maybe use screen pass with this guy and use him as a bit of a battering ram. They haven't really got a wealth of sort of attacking options. Okay, and then the New England Patriots. Obviously, I'm going to want this guy to be a bit deep, so let's just put the 4s and the 3 on the line. This guy, let's shut him down a bit. So I'm going to put him up against him, and then want my man defender opposite the 7, and I want my, I'll tell you what, let's go with cover 2. And what does Cam Newton want to do? Let's mirror them like that. Okay, so I was happy with where they were. Okay, so picking a play. Just straight out, they are going to go with 6, passing to 7, and run with 7 and see what yardage I can get out of it. Really straightforward first play. And then these guys are going to start with 39, and then maybe 55. $66. $51 and $71. Okay, so first motion, I'm not going to do any motion with, or sorry, first shifts, I'm not going to do any shifts with the Sushi, and then I'm not going to do any with Patriots either. So let's just turn over the first cards. So we have 39 and 6. So not going to read and react, let's just do a roll off. And that is 9 and 8. So the 6 has actually been beaten to react by the 3. And I think, given what's obviously going to happen, I'm going to go to there. And that's it for the 3. So the 6 is now got to kind of rethink things. The pass to 7 is no longer as easy as it would have been. Pass to 4 is an option, but I don't know how much yardage there'll be out of it. The other option might just be to run through this gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we have 55 and 71. 55 is over here, 71 is kind of bogged down, so I don't think the defense are likely to read and react. And that's 11 and 12. So I will go first with 2, 5 to there. Okay, the 55 is going to move 1, 2, 3. And then use the adjustment marker to bring this guy into contact. And that's 2 to there, and that's going to be pressure. So I'll just pick 2 random cards. And let's go again. Oops, sorry, that should have been 1 random card. He's past the line of scrimmage. So we've got 71 and 66. So 71 and 66. So, yep, quite happy with that. and 9 and 11. So the 71 is going to go first. Now, he'd be at -1 to go and block this guy, but I really kind of don't want to do the handoff under pressure. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's see how that, show you how that works. So I'm going to step to there for 2. Take the handoff, which means a sport check, not rolling doubles, and I roll doubles. So the ball scatters from this guy, and he catches it. Okay, but that does end the movement. So the 66's turn. There's not a lot you can do. So we've got 55 and 51. Roll off. So 4 and 4, I will go first with 55, 2 there. Now he's got +1 because he's got the teammate, +1 because of the difference, and +1 because of block +1. So he's already at +3. And that's a fail. I could throw the reroll token away, but I think probably just take it. So free activation is going to be with 39, move to there for 2 and go for a tackle at +3. And that's also pressure, but the tackle worked anyway, so that's fine. Okay, and that was a passing play for 2 cubes. It ended via a tackle, and the offense did not run out of cards, nor did it go over the first 5 cards, so it's +3. Okay, so the second down is going to be from here. Oops, from here. So I'm going to put these guys here, and then let's try sticking 51 there. 55. Okay. So I've got this guy on the line outside the hash mark, so it's a perfectly legal formation. Let's put 39 there. Give him to beat up. Then we're going to put the other 4s on the line. He's maybe being a soft target, so I'll stick him there as well. Okay. I think that'll do. Okay, so for the sushi, let's go on 7 deep first, and then let's throw to him on the second card. And if I can't get him open, let's run with 5 twice, because he'll be my second option. In fact, maybe I've left him a little bit too open. If I move that over there, there we go, that's a bit better. So 55 twice, and then let's go to the 31. Okay, so New England Patriots. I'm going to go 39. 51 maybe. I put them the wrong way around. Whoops. Then let's go with 66. 51. 55. And 71. So that's all the star players really. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to do a motion with 71. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then because I can do 2 motions with half moves, 1, 2, 3 gets me to there. So very much changed the shape of my offense. So I'm going to throw away 2 cards I don't need. And then no changes from the Warriors, from the New England Patriots. So that's 39 and 71. So roll off on that one. And we've got 8 and 8, but the offense breaks ties. So 71 is going to go 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then this guy can react by going 1, 2, 3. Okay, and oh sorry, that was with lockdown as well. So that's 3, 6, and then he can't move again. Okay, and then this guy's 2, and then he can't move again. Yeah. Okay. So that's 71 done. 39 is going to go for a block on 71. 51, sorry. It's at +3 already. And that's a full success. Yeah, we'll follow up. Which means 46 can make a block on 42 at +3. And that's again a full success. Which means 39 can step to there and make a block on 51 at +3. Again a full success. Now if I can just generate some way of getting a full success again, then I think I can get some pressure on the quarterback. So we're going to move with this guy 2, 3 and go for a block there at +3, which is a full success. So this guy can go 1, 2 and block there at +3. Loving the full successes. And that's pressure, so just grab 2 cards and then this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 66 and 6. So I'm going to read and react using the Sushi, and not going to change anything with, sorry, read and react with the Patriots and not read and react with the Dolphins. So that's 71 and 6. 1 and 1. So that's 8 and 7. And I'm going to go first with this guy. Now he's got defensive adjustment, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's pressure for 2 more cards. And then using what do I want to do? Using this guy, I'm just going to step to there for 2. Okay. So 6 is in a spot of bother. He's going to step to there for 6. Next cards. We've got 51 and 55. And I can see what's going to happen here. This guy's going to get smashed. I think possibly I just have to take it. So yeah, no change. And that's 5 and 2. So I will go first with this guy and step him into there, and that's then a block at +3. Oh. And free activation with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then 51 can go 1, 2, and 3. And then using the adjustment. Now remember, I've done an adjustment with this guy, but that was using his defensive adjustment skill. So with this guy it's then 2, 3, and that's been pressured twice. So I'll pick 1, 2 cards. So we've then got 55 and 55. Six and 5. So the 55 for the Patriots goes first, and I'm just going to go for a tackle, draw his card to make it a +3 tackle. And that will do. So that was a running play. 1, 2, 3. It did not go over the first 5 cards. It did end via a tackle. It didn't quite end by me running out of cards, but it was close. I think the running out of cards idea is quite neat for several reasons. Often you'll see when like a player runs into traffic, if nobody's bringing him to the ground but he quite clearly has stopped making any forward progress, the referees will just blow the play dead. And I think Spivey kind of tried to do something similar. He brought in a rule that was if you're in contact with 2 or more opposition players, then you can choose to go to the ground. But I went and used that to my advantage to effectively just take a knee, and the rule got amended back. So yeah, I think this isn't just a cleaner way of doing it that requires fewer rules. I mean the pressure rule was pre-existing. The rule about it being declared a tackle if you were pressured when you didn't have any cards left or didn't have enough cards left, that was already pre-existing. We just extended it to apply everywhere, which feels like less of a rules overhead. Okay, and let's set these guys up then. So we go 59. Okay, so let's do something with Sushi. Again, I'm just going to throw to him straight off. And if I can, I'm going to run it out here. Maybe try and get a touchdown, but that's pushing my luck, maybe. Especially with this guy having lockdown. Let's go 31 as well. Let's do 39 twice. 31 twice. Okay, and then for the Warriors, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's actually just outside of short range, so I'm going to move him to there instead. If I move him up, that's still an interesting formation. Okay, let's pretend I had it like that all along. Like I said, I haven't really planned any plays with these guys. So let's go with the Warriors. Let's go with 39. And then let's go with 51. Should be able to get there. You see, that's the other problem. That's why he needs to be. Okay, he's going to have to adjust anyway. So we've got 51, 66, 6, and 71. Okay, so I will do a shift using Sushi, and he'd throw away a card. And then I won't do anything with the Patriots. So let's see the first cards. 6 and 39. Roll off. And 6 wins it. So 6 is going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm forgetting I could have done that anyway. And screen pass to 71. So there it is, +1 for the range, +1 for the extra card, and then I'm going to throw away 51 and 51. Okay, so that is a +3 throw. Now, screen passer I've changed a little bit, which is why I wasn't counting that as a +1. So screen passer, now I get to roll an extra die, and I'll explain if I just grab where I've written it down. So when making a screen pass to a receiver that is behind the line of scrimmage, that should be on or behind the line of scrimmage, this player may roll the playmaker die in addition to the usual 2 skill dice, then pick the highest 2 of the 3. So I get to throw all 3, and that is 8. So with the +3, that makes it 11. So take the pass. That's then 1, 2, 6, 8. So one of the problems with screen pass, it was always one of the weakest skills, is that it kind of really only worked if you got a full success off the back of it. And +1 really isn't all that strong. So in the McFadden variant, you can get +1s for pulling the receiver's cards, which means that any team can get +3 with a screen pass. There is almost no benefit to having screen passer in McFadden 21. In fact, there are only a couple of teams that have screen passer. I know Lumberjacks and Gorillas, and they are 2, I think, of the weakest teams in the game in the McFadden 21 variant. In fact, they're probably 2 of the weakest teams in the game in the normal rules, but definitely in the McFadden 21. So we've got 39 up, and 39 is just going to do an adjustment. I haven't used it yet, so that's just an adjustment. So he's moved 2, and then this guy can go 1, 2, 3. And that is then pressure on, pressure once, pressure on the Sushi. So we've got 71 and 51. So they are going to read and react. Despite it being quite nice to have 51 in this situation, I am going to read and react and go to 71. Roll off. Oops. 3. Okay. And so this guy can just move to there for 7. Sorry, for 6. But then he can't move again because he's got him next to him. So 71 can come 1. Oh, before I move, this guy gets a free half move because he has man defender. So that's 1 to there. And then that's pressure again. And this guy can come 1, 2, 3. And I'll just stand just there. .66 and 71. I'm not going to read and react this time. So 6 makes that 13 and 8. However, he can't move. He's got 3 guys on him. So I think Sushi are going to make the Warriors go first. And this guy is just going to go for the +3 tackle. Yep. So that is then a 4th down just here. And given that they've got a kicker on the team, I think Sushi would be foolish not to go for the 3 points. So I get to roll 4d6 and choose the highest 3. Ball is here, meaning I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be about 97% chance, I think. Yeah, well and truly done it. Okay, so first of all, that passing play. So it was a pass, 2 cubes. It didn't go over the first 5 cards and it ended via a tackle. Okay, so then we had field goal for 3. And that makes it 3-0 to the Sushi, who I've got at this end of the pitch, but they are the away team in this fixture, which is why we're playing on the Warriors pitch. Okay, so the Sushi then kick off, and they are going to go with a deep kickoff again. These guys are going to be expecting a deep kickoff. So I get to roll 2 dice. So the ball's going to land on that 3. Just there. These guys then get to return it. 2. So first down is there. Not a spectacular starting position. As I say, these two teams are both quite heavily defensive, so I was kind of expecting a much closer, much lower scoring game. I'm not at all surprised to see 3-0 on the scoreboard as we approach the end of the first quarter. Okay. I'm kind of happy with that. So these guys, again, they've got man defender here. May as well just put him up against this guy. They've also got block +1. And I have a feeling that, yeah, they've got this guy with blitz and tackler. So let's just set up these guys like that. Try not to give this guy any easy targets because he has got Duke. Then I'm going to put my two guys here and here, kind of as, no, that's leaving that a bit open. Let's go like that actually. I've kind of got these two guys as, maybe it's quite deep as linebackers, but yeah, I think they can both cover quite a bit. Let's go a little bit wider on them. That'll do. Oops. There we go. Okay, so Warriors are going to try running this 7 deep. Then try running their 5 deep. Then we'll do the 7 again. Go with 66. And I'm going to move this QB up a little bit. And then I'm going to go with 55. Okay, so for the Sushi, they are going to go 31. And then 55 twice. Let's see how that works out. So it's not 55, I want to go 51 twice. Might still follow up, we're going to 55 next. And then we definitely want 66 in there somewhere. Okay, so no motion from the Warriors, and then this guy is just going to motion to there, which also means I'll be able to motion that guy there for 2 cards spent. 1 and 2. Okay, so snap the ball. 71 and 31. So the 6, yeah, so 13 and 8. So 71's can go first with 3, 6, and that's it. Oh, sorry, no, he hasn't got lockdown. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. But this guy can then go 1, 2 to there. Okay, and then for the Sushi, they have a block here. They're at +1, +2. Let's make it +3. And then this guy, I thought I could just get through, but I can't. Okay, that was poor. Poorly planned out. So I think then this guy's just going to shoot round to there. Okay, 51 and 51. Roll off. 6 and 4. So I think Sushi are actually going to make the Warriors go first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 51 can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So there. Changing his plans. 71 and 51. So 71 wins it. That'll be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this guy can go 1, 2, 3. And then 51. 51 can go here, and then I'm going to use my adjustment to move this guy 1, 2, 3. So that was a bit of a waste. Never mind. Okay, so 66 and 66. See, I think when you know a team really well, you start to learn what the play calls you're using are, and then you start knowing what's coming a bit more. Whereas when you still quite new to a team, you're kind of like just playing it a bit faster, or rather, not thinking as fast as you're playing. So 66 and 66, and this guy won it. Yeah, I'm just going to move to there and do nothing. And then this guy is going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's coming around to opt for another option. And then 55 and 55. This guy is going to go 2, 4, 5, I think, to there. And then 55 for the Dolphins can go 1, 2, 3 and block at +3. +1 for the difference, +1 for block, +1, and +1 for the card. It's a partial. So following a partial success, these guys are going to go 1, 2. And now you get to throw the ball. Mind you, this guy's going to be reacting probably before. So let's flip cards. And we have 6 and we have 71. So that's a 9 and an 8. So this guy is going to throw the ball to 49. It's a short range and he's got pocket passer, so that's already +3. Technically I should have been rolling those dice, but I've rolled now. And free half move is going to be with this guy to there for pressure on one card. And then for the 71's card, I can move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go to 42 with the Sushi, and I'm going to go to 49 with the Warriors. Yep, so this guy's going to go 2, 3, and that's another pressure. Now 49, I was eyeing up that +2 block. I think at +1 it's a little bit less tempting. But it's either that or go to ground with a gain of 10. I think given that I've got a card number advantage, I'm going to go for the block of +1. Nope, fail. So return it, and then I get a free activation. And oh, sorry, no, I changed this rule a while ago. So if I choose to step up into that, it counts as a tackle, and I will. I'll step up into it, which means that's the end of the half. So I changed that rule on the advice of Dwindemir. I think that's the first time it's actually kicked into play. His suggestion was that as Sushi, I have the option not to step into it and keep the play alive, or I have the option to step into it and make the play a tackle on the basis of forward progress. So the tackle is there. So that was a passing play. It ended via a tackle, and it went over the first 5 cards. Oop, I've done all that. It was 1 cube on the final play. Okay, so second quarter starts here. And I'm desperate for a drink, so I'm just going to pause this. Hey, so I'm back, sorry. Okay, so I've set up a play for the Warriors and set up the defense for the Sushi. So Warriors are going to go with 39, then let's go with 71 twice, try and get him deep. But it's awkward because there's this man defender guy here, and I think this guy's probably going to smash him on the first turn, so it's going to be awkward. Yeah, I might just have to run him up the inside instead. And then we're going to go to... let's just play him once to begin with. Go to 42, no, 49. And then 46 down to the ball, and then back to 71. And hopefully, if the pocket has survived, we'll be able to use pocket passer. Okay, for the Sushi, let's go with. They've got a couple of really nice, neat blocks set up. So I'm going to go with 55 and 31. And then I reckon I might be able to play 31 a couple of times. Let's play 42 as well. And let's see what's going on with that. Okay. So, I'm not going to do a first motion with these guys, and actually, yeah, well, I'll move him to there, and I'll move him to there. So that's 2 cards to be discarded. So let's go with 55 and 55. So this guy. Okay, and no response from the Sushi. So we've got 39 and 55. So roll off. And Sushi won it with 11 against 8. However, Sushi are going to make these guys go first. So 39 is going to be true to form, and it's going to go for a +3 block on 55. So that's a partial success, which means I get a free half move. And the free half move is just going to be that. Okay, so 55 can step up to there and go for a block at, at +3. Full success. And then step up this guy to there. Okay, so those are the first cards done. So we've then got 31, and with it being a full success, I could have stepped him up and still done a block. So yeah, let's go for a block on 51. It's at +3. Full success. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could get pressure. 4, 5, 6, 7. I could also get pressure standing there because he's got the +1 movement. I think that's better. And 2 random cards. Let's go that one and that one. Okay. So next cards 31 and 71. Roll off. So the 71 wins it. So that's 4, 6, 7. And because this guy's got man defender, that gives him a free half move. So I think he's just going to go 1, 2, 3. Try and get this side and just be an extra deep guy. Okay, so 31 is just going to go 1, 2, and that's pressure again. And I can then make a tackle which is at +3 but -1, so +2 overall. And that's a sack. So so that was a passing play, or rather that was a play that never went past the line of scrimmage, so it's 2 cubes. It ended via a tackle, and that's it. 3 cubes. So it looks like Sushi might even be able to force a turnover on downs. I did wonder what this game would be like given that there's 2 defensive powerhouses on the table right now. I think they might have to start trying something tricky to break through, or maybe using his Duke, because I haven't used that yet. Yeah. So let's set up. One of the things people said, well, actually no, let me rephrase this. When I first proposed these rules, it was interesting to me that there were a lot of people that said, oh my god, putting a pressure applying everywhere is broken. Everything you've done is broken in favour of the defence. And then there were other people who were saying, making it a, so you can discard any 2 cards to get the extra +1, is broken. It's broken in favour of the offence, and you kind of can't help but think, well, if it's broken in favour of the offence and in the defence, then surely that means it's balanced. I'm gonna, yeah, that'll have to do. Let's go with these guys deep. Okay. So, what am I going to do with these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't then shape. I can't then Duke. Let's go with 66 and 66, and then 39, 71, 71. Okay, and then for these guys, let's go with 55, very cool, and then we'll go 31, Oops. 31, 42, let's go 55 again, and then let's go to 71 just as a sort of backup plan. Okay, so first motion from these guys, and I am going to motion, and I'm going to throw away 49's card, I think, and motion this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't make it to there, so that's a bit awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to have to leave him there. Okay, and no response from the Sushi. So we've got 66 and 55. That's the Warriors. So let's move 2, 4, 6. And then 55 now doesn't have his nice target that he was planning on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And 66 and 31. Okay, and roll off. So 66 wins. I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 31 is going to go for a block on 55 at +3. It's only a partial, which means this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. We've got 42 and 39. Yep, I'm happy with that. So let's roll off. It's an awkward one. Although this guy's wide open, I don't think Sushi are ever going to want to read and react, because if they read and react, they give the offense the chance to read and react, and if the offense wins the roll off, then it could be a throw. So that's 7-7. So it's the offense breaks ties. So I'm going to move to there and go for a block here. Now with an extra card, that is a +3. And again, it's only a partial. So the Sushi get a free half move, which I think will just be with that guy. So with the 42 now, 42 is going to step over to here and go for a block on 51. Sorry, for 71 at a +3. And that's a full success, which means this guy can step up. That's 2 and go for a tackle. So that's pressure already. And then the tackle is going to be a +2. And that's a safety. Ooh, that went badly. That went badly wrong for the Patriots. Okay, so that's then 2 points here. It was a play that never got past the line of scrimmage, and it ended via a tackle. So that makes it 5-0, and Sushi are going to be starting with the ball on their 25 here. Okay. Now I've got to work out how I get the sushi to go 75 yards in only 6 cubes, which probably at a push I can make into 3, maybe 4 plays. Let's see what I can do. So we're going to put the 43, 31. Okay. Okay, so setting up against them. I find it interesting actually with Man Defender, because you would probably be forgiven for assuming that I'd stolen the idea from Spivey, but actually the reverse is true. I'd posted my suggestion of Man Defender and Zone Defender changes on forum, and the initial reaction was that actually it sounded really broken, and everyone was saying, well, you know, that's your Zone Defender rules are way too strong. So I suggested doing a game between the Ninjas and Green Bay. Green Bay are very much a passing offense. I'm talking about in the original Technobowl rules. Greenbacks have got a very heavy passing offense with Aaron Rodgers, and the Ninjas have got blitz and lockdown on one guy, and then they've got zone defender and interceptor on the other, so they've got very much nothing but passing defense. And my suggestion was, you know, if you think what I'm suggesting is broken, this is the sort of team it should be able to take apart. Let's see what it can do. And Green Bay won, which I was quite happy about. So let's start with 6. No, I'm not. That's too obvious. I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to start with 51. And then go to 31. And then go to 7. And 7 again. And then we'll try the bomb. Actually, no. We'll go to 55. And I'm going to see if I can open something up on one of these plays. And then for the Warriors, let's go with 39. And 55. Let's go 39 again. And then let's do what I know some players like to do and just play a couple of linemen just so you can read and react. Okay, so not going to do any first motions for Sushi. I'm tempted to give them an extra skill, I'm tempted to give this guy pocket passer just because I need the distance on this. But I think I'll hold off. I can always throw the ball away if I have to. Okay, so no motions, no extra skills. I'm not going to do anything for the Warriors either. So let's see the first cards. We have 51 and 39. So that is 9 and 9. So the 51 gets to go first. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that makes life awkward for the 39, who I think I'm still going to block 51 at +2 because of this guy. So +2 block. It's only a partial, which means a free half move. And I'm going to take that with this guy. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 31 and 55. Okay, so 9 and 7. The Warriors win that one. So they're going to step back to there. And it's tempting to go for a block on this guy or do something else, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. And then 31 is going to step up and block this guy at +3. Only a partial, which means maybe this pocket's sort of falling apart a little bit. I shouldn't probably be following up on that. Okay, so free half move for the Warriors. I'll move with this guy 2 spaces to there. And we have 71 and 39. So 71 and the 39 is there. So I'm going to be moving, could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a fantastic position though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's better. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's my second diagonal, 5, 6 because I'm in pressure, 7, 8 because I'm moving away. And he can move 8 because he's got +1. Okay, so 39 on 51 is a +3 block. And that's a success. So there you go, free activation, and 2, 4 gets me pressure. So just grab 2 random cards out of here. (71 and 46). 71 and 46. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep what I've got. So let's roll off. That's 7 and 9. So I'm going to move, first of all, this guy. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7. And then 46 is just going to step there for 4. 55 and 49, and this is bad news. That's very bad news. So 49 is going to go for the tackle at +3. Yep. And they've nearly repaid the favour. So that's then going to be a second down on the line for Sushi. I had a feeling this game would pan out this way, knowing that both of them are so heavy on their defense. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here. Try something. Okay, so let's set up. Okay, and let's pick a play. Oh, time. So that was 3 cubes. It was 2, and then +1 for the tackle. Okay, and I'm going to play 7. I'll show off this area because this is something we use when we play, and we're doing so competitively. So there's another area over here for the other team. So I'll go 71, 71, and then let's go with 31 here, and then we'll do that again, and then maybe 51 and 55 afterwards. And then let's go on this team. Let's go with 39 and 46, 55, 51, 71. Okay, so with the breeder, I am going to throw in 1, 2, 3 cards to give him Duke. The other option I considered was possibly giving him run block and then moving him up, using him as a shield and running behind with a screen pass, but yeah. Okay, so we have for the Warriors, I'm not going to do anything, so let's turn over the best cards. 71 and 39, so he's going to take the direct snap, and that's going to mean this guy can move there, and that I'm going to do the Duke at this guy at +3. That's going to be a reroll. And that's a full success. So that's 3 to there, and he would follow, but he can't because he can't move through that gap. So that's 3, 6, and then he can't move again. So it is limited to a partial success on the reroll, so free half move for the warriors is going to be with this guy. 1, 2, 3, and then this guy can step up and make a tackle. And that would be pressure, but he's got dodge, so it's 0 cards. And that's a tackle. So this time it was a gain of 10, but that's not going to get you anywhere near where you need to be, and that is the end of the first half. So we managed to get a whole quarter played in under half an hour there. Not bad. I mean, pretty bad if you're a Pats fan, but yeah. Okay, second half, and this time it is the Sushi to kick off. So Sushi have got a kicker, and they get to choose, and they're going to choose a normal deep kickoff. 3. Oh, and there's another one because deep kicker. And then pick between these two, and they will kick the 3. So the ball lands 1, 2, 3 there. And then Warriors will return the ball. Another 3. 1, 2, 3. That's where they're starting. It'll be interesting to see if Warriors can mount some sort of comeback here, because I think if Warriors can get a touchdown, then I think honestly they can probably win it, given how strong the defense is on them. And it'll be interesting after having played a few games now with these rules where it's finished sort of 20 points to both teams. It'll be interesting to see if this one finishes something like 7-5 or 8-7. Okay. First down there. Let's go like that. Okay. So, and the Sushi. They are going to there. That'll do. Okay, so oops. Warriors are going to run 7 deep first of all, and then use 55 as a battering ram on 6, and then use 39. Tell you what, I'll try and run 60 first, and then I'm going to have a wide open target for if I get any full successes. Okay, so Sushi block here. Block probably over there. Probably move him. And then I've got that guy with the blitz. And then I'll put 71 as my last card. Okay, so I'm not going to do any motions, any shifts, but what I'm tempted to do is give this guy shake. Well, let's do it. Actually, is it worth it? No, I'm not going to do anything. It's better to keep your cards in hand, I think. Okay, so nothing either from the Sushi. Flip the first cards. And roll off. So that's 4 and 9. So 66 can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 31 is going to be making a block on 51 at plus 3. Which means I get a free activation, and that's going to be to move this guy up to there. So 66 and 55. 66 and 55. Okay, roll off. So that's 8 and 6. So I will go with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's still in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just. So then 55 is going to go 1, 2, 3 and do nothing. 66 and 71. Okay, I think 71 is going to make 66 go first here, because I think it's in his interest to do nothing. So 71 can go 2, 4, 6, 7, and then this guy can go 2, 3. So we've got 55 and 51. Not going to read and react or anything. That's a big win for the Sushi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep this guy occupied. And then 55 can go 2, 3 and put a block here at plus 3. Yep. Which means, do I go for the throw now, or do I wait and see Pocket Pass activate? I think it's better while you've got an open receiver. So this guy is going to step 1, 2 and make a throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 2 cards for Tom Baby, who of course is Cam Newton, and then 2 other cards for a total of +3. Ooh, just not ideal, but a partial success, which means I get free half activation for the Sushi, and I'm just going to move this guy into contact there, and that's pressure for 1 card. $39.71. So 71 can go 1, 2, 3, and that's a tackle at +1, +2, and then 2 cards to make it +3. And it's also pressure, so there's another card gone. Yep. Second down here. So that was a passing play. It ended in a tackle. It didn't go over the first 5 cards. This guy is such a good, well, he's very good at stopping the run, and this guy is quite efficient at stopping the pass. So this team is quite focused on defense. Not as much so as the Warriors, but because the Warriors have got so much invested in defense, they've not really got anything that powerful to break through that offense. Okay, so second down from there. Let's set these guys up like so. And then let's go with 39 here, 71 wide, and we'll put 6 there. I feel like that gives me a few choices. Okay. Let's start with let's start with 55. Let's run that tight end deep down here. Then we'll go to 39 and 46. And then these guys, let's start with 31, then go 51, 66, 6, let's go back to 31. Okay, so I'm not going to do any motion. Might give this guy run block. Once he's down here though, I don't know that it's worth it. The other option would be giving him some sort of skill like shove. No, I'm just going to leave it as it is. So let's then flip the first cards. So we've got Nokowski, 55 and 31. 5 and 5. So 1, 2, because it's next to him. 3, 4, 5. And then 31 is just going to go for a +3 on 51. Yep. Free activation is just going to be there. $55 and $51. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Try and get a blitz going. And then 55 can go 2, 4, 5. That's 66 and 71. So Dolphins win that one, but I'm going to make the 71 go first. So he's going to go 2, 4, 5, 6. That's terrible. 2, 4, 6, 7. This guy then gets a free half move, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's completely given up on his assignment, but he has, as a result of that, put some pressure on. Okay, and then 6 and 39. So 39 is in the middle of everything, and 6 is this guy. So that's 7 and 9. This guy's just going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 39 is going to go 1, 2, and put a block on 66 at +3. Which means this guy can go 1, 2, 3, and throw to 71. There is both of the 6 cards and 2 other cards to get a +3. Which means he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 46 and 31. This is what I was saying about if I read and react to 71, then there's a chance Warriors do the same, Warriors get the touchdown. But I think if I don't, we're just going to be delaying the inevitable and doing the same on the next cards anyway. So we're going to have the roll off. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. And now, do they want to run it out, or no? I think they're just going to run it in, and that's 6. So go for the 1-point conversion and get it. So that's 7-5 to the Warriors. And for a kickoff, they're going to go for the deep kickoff as normal. I don't think there's a lot of value to be had in this situation going for a onside kick. So deep kickoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return from the Dolphins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it may yet have a final wrinkle in this game yet. Okay, so from the Warriors, it was a passing play, didn't go over the first 5 cards, and didn't end via a tackle. So the Warriors now, we're still only on quarter 3, so they do have plenty of time. 2 plays left in this quarter and potentially 2 plays in the next quarter. So they may well see themselves back on defense again. Okay. Okay, let's go like that. Okay, and then for the Warriors, that'll do. So with these guys, I'm going to go with 71 twice in a row. What I'm going to do first though is place 31. Try and get a hole going over here and then place 71. Back to 31. And we'll see what's going on with 42. These guys, I'm going to try 39, 55, 51, 46, and 71, final card. Okay, and I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 cards to give this guy Duke. So 39 and 31. Five and 1. So this guy's going to move up to there. Block +3. This guy can then take the hand off and go 1, 2, 3. Duke this guy at +3. So move to there. He follows, and that is then 6, and I can't then move again. However, this guy can step to there and block him at +3. Oof. Nearly worked. Okay, free half move for the Warriors is going to be with this guy to there, and that's pressure. Although he has dodge, so it doesn't affect. Dodge is always 1 less card. Oh, the Warriors haven't been yet. The Warriors, he's going to be at -1 because of this guy, but +2 I think makes a good tackle. Yep. So all that for a gain of 5. So there was a running play. 1, 2, 3, and it ended via a tackle. So the ball's here. Let's be a bit more threatening. Okay, that'll do. So let's go with 31. 31 again. And then 42. And 71. Let's go 71. 71. 42. So similar plan, but I'm going to push this guy out of the way first, using 31. Okay, Warriors are going to go 39. and then 55, 55, 51, 7. Okay, so spend 3 cards again, give him Duke again, it worked last time, nearly. And flip first cards. So that's 9 and 5. So the Warriors are good to go first, and they're going to make a block on 43 plus 2 plus 3. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Free activation is going to be 49 on 51. At plus 1 for the difference, plus 1 for this guy, and plus 1 for playing a card, plus 3. And that's 4. So that's also critical. I do get a free half move with the Sushi though. And that's going to be with this guy, I think. 1, 2. And then I'm going to move him 1 more to there and make a block on this guy at plus 3. Because 1, 2, 3, ever improvising, I can now make a throw to 31 at plus 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, so I think at this point you have to read and react. I'm going to go to 66. And that's a roll off. So that's 9 and 9. So 1, 2, 3. Stand up for 3, and then 1, 2, 3. One of those things, this play just has not worked out anywhere near how I imagined it, but I'm not complaining. So 71 and 55. Roll off. That is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's as good as he can do. 55 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $71 and 51. Okay, so offense wins ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and 51's turn. Yep. 1, 2, 3, and this guy can go 2 to there using that. Next cards 71 and 42. So 71 can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've just realised also it's this guy that's got dodge, but that last one should have been pressure. So that's pressure twice for these two. So 42 on Uh, 46. I'm going to play that one and 2 extra cards. This is the sort of instance which would have probably ended up with a stalemate in the original game. So this is a +2. Yes, the reason I say it's going to end up with a stalemate is because in the original you couldn't choose to go to ground, and there was no sort of pressure on to end a play. So you ended up with plays lasted 45 minutes or so, and it was just ridiculous. But anyway, free half move, it's 1, 2, and that's pressure again. So that was a passing play that ended via a tackle. And it ended via a tackle because the offence ran out of cards. And that's the end of quarter 3. Unless, let's play one of the defensive timeouts, which does mean I'm kind of guaranteeing another play this quarter. Maybe Warriors get the ball back and get to actually have a proper drive. Okay. So I go with 6. And then 6 again. Try and get some pressure. And then with after that, let's go 50. No, let's go 66. And then 51. And then with this guy, sorry, with Sushi, let's go with 31. Okay, and again I'm going to just throw away 3 cards, sorry, to give this guy Duke. And no response from Warriors. First cards. And roll off. Okay. 43 on 49 is a +1. So I'm going to throw in 2 cards to make it +2. Yep. Which means this guy can take the hand off and go 1. Is it worth that yet? No, 42 is going to go for a block at +3. And now 71 takes the hand off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Duke on this guy at +3. Step, so that's 8. He can't move in, so that's fine. This guy steps up and makes a block on him. I'm going to throw 2 cards in for an extra +1, so that's now +3. Ooh. Even if I re-roll, I don't think I'm going to be getting better. I think I just have to accept that's probably going to be the end of the play. So he's going to step up and nothing happens. So 39, he's going to go 2, 3, and then we've got 43 and 6. So 6 can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll for it first. Yeah, 43 does actually win that roll off. So 43 can go for a block on 46 at +2 but -1, so +1. Nope, failed. So free activation is with 70. Yeah, with 71 to go for a tackle at +3. No. Reroll. Yep. So I think then Sushi probably take the 3. So roll 4 dice and choose the best 3. So that's getting me 9. And from there the ball only needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is now 8-7. And I think I'm going to stop for now, just because I need to go to bed and my voice is going. Hi, so yeah, we are at the 4th quarter now. It's 8-7. The kick used up the last cube of the 3rd quarter, which means it is now going to be Sushi receiving. Sushi kicking the ball and Warriors receiving. So Sushi are going to go for a deep kick. And they do have a kicker, so they get to roll 2 dice and choose which one they want. And I think they're just going to dump the ball there at the back of the end zone. And Warriors are going to choose not to return it. So it's going to be Mine's gone blank. It's going to be starting from the 25. Touchback, that's the word I was looking for. So I'm just going to set up a play. Okay, so let's set up something like that. This guy has pocket passer and duke, so I've got a couple of different attacking options, but probably most of the things for this offense are going to be coming off that one guy. So let's set the rest of the offense up. I'm looking at going for this as a nice easy +3 block. And then I'm going to put my man defender guy opposite the 7, deep enough that you can't get beaten up by the 3. I'm going to put the block +1 guy here, looking at targeting that guy. This guy is a blitzer and tackle, so he's an interesting player who could potentially be useful if we can get him that side. Tempting to put him here and try and beat up the 7. I think even there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can still reach from there. And then this guy and this guy. Okay, so setting up a play then. We'll do the Warriors first. I'm going to start with 66 and then 39 again. Just noticed he's illegal. I'm going to pop him there instead. He's got to be, I can't put extra guys on the line until I've got these guys marked, so that's fine. 39, 39, and then let's go. Let's even open with 46, given where they are now, and then 71 is the last card. Okay, so these guys, they're going to start with 31 and 51 and 55. Then let's go back to 31 and let's see what I can get going with. 66. Okay, and I am not going to do any motions with either of the teams. Not going to do any shifts. Snap the ball and first cards. We've got 31 and 46. So the 46 is going to go first, step to there, step to there and do a block on this guy at +1 for the difference, +1 for the teammate, and I'll make it +3. So only a partial though, but it is a critical, so it knocks him over. So for the free half move, I'm going to move 66 up to there maybe? I don't know. Or the other option would be to move, can't move either of them. One, two, three, I think, with that guy. So 31 on 55 is already at +3, and that's a partial success. So push him to there, follow up, and then a free half move for the Warriors. So I'll put that guy to there. So they've got 51 and 66. So roll off. And that's 10 and 8. So 66 can go 1. Actually, you could go on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 51 can go 1, 2, and make a block using the blitz skill. Three, 4, 5, and then a free activation. And for the free activation, I'm going to use 71, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and use my adjustment marker to move this guy. 1, 2, 3. So that's then pressure, and we'll just grab 2 cards. $55, $39, and 55 is the guy who's knocked over, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I can stand him up. So we've got 11 and 6. So stand him up for 3, and I'll move him to there for his other 2. Then 39. 39 is going to move to here and do a +3 block on this guy. And that's a full success, which means for the free activation, this guy is going to step to there and make a throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just outside of range. Do I want to do that? Yeah. So I'm going to throw, there's a 6 for a +1. I don't have the other 39 card, so I'm going to have to use 2 other cards to get it to a +2. So this is a +2 roll. And just made it. I should have also declared that it would have been a bullet pass. Oh, free half activation for these guys. So I'm just going to move this one. 1, 2. And that's then 2 cards off this pile. Oh, sorry, 1 card off that pile. So we've then got 39 and 31. I'm relatively happy with that. And I'm going to move this guy for 2, and that's then pressure. I could then attempt to tackle, but it's only a +1 tackle, so I think I'll leave there. 39 is then going to go for a block on 66 at +2. And re-roll. Yep. And free activation is going to be 31 moving to there, which is 1 more card. Keep doing this, keep flipping one and then getting the next one. Okay. Then we have 71 and 66. I think in this situation I'm going to read and react using Sushi. And we have 71 and 71. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that is pressure. So another card gone. And then this guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to make a block at evens. Partial success, but I think that ends the play because with that, this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it doesn't quite yet end the play. We've then got 55, and for the sushi, let's try the tackle with 31. So we've used both 31's cards. Let's try, he's the tackler guy. So with any of these three, it's going to be evens. But let's go for it anyway with 6. So roll off. And the 6 wins it. So 6 is going to step in and go for a tackle at evens. Yep, got it. In fact, actually, as soon as he moves in, that's pressure, and that's then an auto tackle. So that roll didn't need to happen. And it's important for timing purposes that we count it as an auto tackle. So it's 2 cubes for being a passing play, 1 for going over the first 5 cards, 1 for ending via a tackle, 1 for that tackle being via running out of cards, which is why I say it's important for timing purposes. And the other thing is it's beneficial for Sushi to try and make this play take as long as possible. And I think it's also beneficial for warriors to cancel out the cards for it ending via a tackle and the cards for it ending via them running out of cards. So I think play the cube and cancel those 2 out. So warriors play starting there. Okay. Okay, I am happy with that. So for the warriors, let's go with 71. Can't really run past this guy easily because he's got man defender. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then I can't go further unless I do a shift to begin with, which I think may be interesting. So I'm going to go with 39, 71, and then I'm going to play 49. And then let's play 39 again, and then 66. Okay, so these guys, let's go with 31, looking at that block, and then 51, try and get him. And I'm going to go with 55. Then let's go 6 and 71. Try and cover anyone who's got deep. Okay, so for the warriors, I am going to do a motion this time. or rather a shift. I'm going to throw away 2 cards and shift 2 guys a half move. So that's a half move there and a half move there. Now that completely changes the shape of this offense, because now this guy can reach him, this guy can run past him. It opens up a lot of possibilities. I think Sushi are going to respond by doing a couple of half moves of their own. So I'm going to throw a 42 and 43. Sushi are going to respond by just moving this guy back 1 and moving this guy also back 1 space. Okay, and then first cards. So we've got 39 and 31. So 31 wins it. I'm going to step up to there and make a block. It's already at +1 for the difference. It's now +2, and if I throw away 2 cards, we're at +3. Full success. I'll move him to there because it opens up more of a clear path through to the quarterback. Or do I move him to there instead? Yeah, I think I'd move him to there. No follow-up. And then free activation is going to be with this guy, who I can move 1. It's either this guy or this guy. I think it's going to be this guy actually. 1, 2, 3, and then blitz at +3. It's a partial, so I carry on the movement, and then a free half move for these guys, which I can just use here. So that's kind of the one problem with having been too aggressive. So 39, he's now got his turn. I can just step him to there and make a block at +3. Full success. And this guy can then go 1, 2, 3, and it's a short range pass. And there's 2 cards to make it a +3 roll. So again, it's only short yardage passing, but it's getting me up the pitch. Hopefully another slightly better round of this and I'll be in field goal range. So the free half move is going to be with 31 back to there for pressure. '71 and 51. 71 is useless, 51 is there. They're both a bit useless actually, but I'm not going to change as the offense because that. Oh, so this is the defense because that gives the offense a chance to. So, roll off. Yep, these guys win it. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 51. I can just go 1, 2, 3 and block this guy at +3. Ooh. He's back on his arse, but it's a half move to these guys. So I'm going to try and remember what's coming up. 49, 39 and 66. So 49 is not in a bad position to lay a block on him, so I'm going to go 2, 3 and try and make the block a bit easier. 49 and 55. So 55 is this guy, and he can just make it across, so I'm not going to change anything. And he's won the roll off, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's pressure. Oops, pressure on these guys. Okay, so 49 is going to go 1, 2 and put a block on this guy at +1. It's -1 for the difference, but he's got 2 guys helping him, and that makes it +2. Ooh. Mind you, I don't think there's that much bad happens with a fail. He just returns the block. And then I'm going to use the adjustment for the sushi to move this guy 1, 2, 3, and this guy 1. And that's then double pressure on these guys. $39 and 6. Roll off. So that's then 6 and 7. So the sushi are going to go for the tackle. It's evens. So an evens tackle attempt. And it succeeds. So that is 3rd down there. So that was this time 2 cubes for a pass and 1 cube for a tackle. So 39 has been the receiver twice on this drive. There was a bit of a debate actually when I posted a thing on Board Game Geek saying about how threes often make quite good tight ends. The reason I say that they make good tight ends is because they are able to block very hard, which means that they give away they give free activations to your QB, and particularly the guys who've got things like shove. They're able to really open up some space deep down the field, and as you can see, getting them even 20 yards up the pitch. I mean, if I got a free activation off the throw on either of those drives, he'd have been able to move another 3 spaces, which means, you know, that they can advance quite a way, considering they're the slowest player in the game. Yeah, threes as a tight end is not a bad tactic. Okay, let's have him there. So similar to like before, so I'm going to set these guys up like so. Have this guy deep there. Can he? No. And then these 2 guys will just have something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so the Warriors are going to start by playing 39. He's got a block here lined up. Then they are going to go to 66. Assuming that block goes well, I'll have opened up a little bit of a hole here, try and run through it and get into this sort of area. 49 isn't a bad guy to go to. You can move up a little bit, maybe move up again and get a block. 55 might even be able to go after 49 and then he can help him. So if I go to 55 and then back to 49 for a second time. Okay. Now for Sushi, let's go with 51, who's going to be hitting 71. Then let's go 31, who's got an easy block here. Let's then do 42, back to 31. and then 66. Okay, so no motions this time. We're just going to snap the ball. Okay, and then roll off. So 11 and 5. 1, 2, 3, and a blitz there is currently at +2, so I'm going to make it +3. Yep. And he's done his second diagonal, so that is his third diagonal, and that uses up 5 moves. That uses up his 5th piece of movement. So 31 is coming up next. I think though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't quite get there. If I were to try and do a block here to generate extra moves. The other thing I could have done is move him there, and that doesn't really help. I think 31 is still going to go for a block on this guy, on 46. It's at +2. I'm going to draw 43's card, throw those away to make it a +3 block. No follow-up, and then I'm going to use 66 to there and use my adjustment to go 2, 3. Oh, and then 39 has not yet been. So 39 can go 1 to there and make a block at +3. Yep. Reactivation is going to be with this guy. 1, 2, 3. He's doing a nice job there of stopping this guy and covering this guy, stopping this guy from really easily getting to the QB, and also potentially becoming a receiver option himself. So we've then got 31 and 66. And I'm not going to change anything here. So 10 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 31 is going to step to there and do a +3 block. Yep. And that means this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's pressure for 2 cards. There's 1 and 2. $42 and $49. Now this is really bad news for the Warriors anyway. However, they do win the roll-off, which means they kind of have to do something here. 49 on 43 would be +1 at the minute. If I was to draw 2 cards, I can make it a +2 block. Need an 8 or better. That's not an 8. So I think that's going to be a free half move. 1, 2, and then 42 can go for the tackle at +3. Chances are this is going to be the end of this play. Yep. So that's then a 4th down there, and they are in trouble, I think. So let's take these guys and put them back there. try and work out how they can go 70 odd yards, well 65 yards in one play. That one was never went past the line of scrimmage and ended via a tackle. So this is very likely going to be the last play of the game. Okay, so that guy, that guy, that guy. It's set up like that, all up in their grill. I know they're going to have to run deep, but given that they have to do that, that probably actually buys me quite a bit of time. Time which can be used getting a sack, really, maybe even put myself in field goal position to get even more points. So we're going to play for Warriors. We're going to go with 66. Try and run him down to there. Then we're going to go with 71 and 39, 49, and probably back to 39. I think it's Hail Mary time. And then these guys, I'm going to go with 31. That block. And then, do I go with... I think possibly I put 51 in a bad position. Let's go 51 and 66. Let's go with 66 and 55. Let's do that the other way around. And then let's go to these guys. Okay, all or nothing play coming up. No motions from either team, I don't think. 66 and 31. So 66 and 31. And 8 and 9. So 2, 4, 6. And then the 31 can go here. He's at +3. Ooh. Knocks him over. And we'll follow that up. In fact, yes, I will follow up. I'll move into that gap. And for the free activation, I'm going to go with 55. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not. That's 39. 1, 2, 3. And block there at +3. +1 because he's got block +1, +1 because of the difference, +1 because of the card. That will do. Free activation is just going to be to move this guy 2 and go for a block on him at +3. 1 because of the difference and 2 because of the teammates. Ooh, this is brutal. Free activation then is going to be with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he can move through because they're both knocked down. If either of them was standing up, he wouldn't be able to move through that gap. That's a slight rules change from the original, which says that you can't move through if either of them are knocked down, but I've changed it so that you can't move through unless both of them are knocked down. The reason being is it actually adds a bit of benefit back to squeeze play, which was pretty much the most niche skill in the game and almost worthless. So I actually really like the idea of having it so that you can't move through unless both of them are knocked down. So anyway, that was pressure. So 2 cards are gone. And next cards then. We have 51 and 71. Yeah, so there's a huge gap here now, which is interesting. So that's 12 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could go further, but then gets me in contact with him, so I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to move inside a little bit. And then 51. He's the guy who's got blitz and tackle. So I could go for a block here. +1 because of the teammate. Could burn some cards, but I don't know if I want to. I think actually what I'm going to do is just go 2, 4, 5. Wimp out and become a defensive back. So 39 and 55. So roll off on that one. Is 9 and 6. So 39 is going to go 1, 2 and go for a block on this guy at +3. No, +2. Do I boost it? I'm not actually going to be able to get him out of the pressure zone, out of the threat zone, even with a full success. So let's do it anyway. Ooh. That gets him out of pressure. And with the free activation, I think actually I'm going to go on a run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's a bad idea because this guy's up next. I'll run this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 55, I'm going to just come across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've used my adjustment marker already this game, so already this play, so I can't use it again. And 66 and 49. This is the only problem with having run so early with the QB. So I think this is likely to be, ooh, so 1, 2, and then ditch 2 cards. And a roll off, oh, sorry, block here. So a free half move is going to be with 31, 1, 2, and that's still actually behind the line of scrimmage. So that's 2 cards, not 1, which is bad news. 66 is got his card. It's 2, 4, 6. Could have gone the other way and gone 2, 4, but that doesn't actually do me a lot better because I still can't actually then move from there. And I can't tackle either, so I'm going to move there instead. So that's another 2 cards gone. 1, 2. Okay, 39 and 71. Roll off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 39. 1, 2, 3. There's nobody you can reach within blocking range. So last card then. 6 and 31. And this very much is a last throw of the dice for this guy. Options he's got: he could do a route pass to a guy that's currently on his backside. That doesn't look particularly enticing. He could do a direct pass to this guy, which would at least be a short range, so it'd be a +1. And he's got pocket passer as well, so actually he does get +2 from that. I think the direct pass to 71 might be his best shot. It's at -3 because of these guys, but +3 because of what I've just mentioned, the short range and the pocket passer. So +0, it's evens. So that's a partial success, which means that that ends the play. So that was a pass. It then went over the first 5 cards, and it would have also been a tackle and triggered by the offense running out of cards. So that would have been 5 cards, 5 cubes on that play. Now, Sushi could play a timeout and cancel out the tackle and cancel out the extra cube for running out of cards, but that would still mean 3 cubes, and that would still end the game. So final score was 8-7 to the Sushi. Thanks very much.